You switch off the car ignition, waiting in the driveway as the engine rumbles to a halt, and your gaze lands on the glowing dashboard clock. 4 identical digits stare back at you, spelling out 1111 in the dim light. In this exact fraction of a second, a vast expanse is turning overhead, carrying a pattern of stars that has been moving since the hour of your birth. This brief coincidence brings together 2 ancient ways of reading a single ordinary moment. Right now, a real astronomical map hangs above you, echoing the deep geometry of your path. Imagine standing inside a vast room where 2 different lanterns cast their light upon the very same tapestry. One lantern is a massive, slowly turning beacon that tracks the deep movements above us. The other is a small, sharp pocket torch that briefly illuminates a single thread right in front of your eyes. These represent the 2 systems of astrology and repeating numbers, which offer different ways of looking at our journey. Astrology maps the heavens, tracing the positions of the celestial bodies, the houses they occupy, and the rising sign climbing over the horizon. It even measures the classical hour that holds this specific stretch of the day, showing us the quality of time itself. Angel numbers, by contrast, watch for repeating figures that surface in our ordinary, daily routines, catching our eye on a clock or a simple receipt. Both practices grow from a single human impulse, which is to treat a neutral event as if it reflected something personal back to us. We must state the honest frame plainly from the very beginning. Neither of these systems detects an active physical force. A celestial body moving through a constellation and a series of identical digits on a screen are both entirely neutral events. The meaning we find is the rich tradition we lay over them, never a message sent from the outside or a prediction of what will happen. Both are lenses for reflection, not a forecast. Because nothing is caused by these patterns and nothing is foretold, we are free to explore them without fear or expectation. This perspective does not empty either system of its value or its beauty. Instead, it shows us how to hold both astrology and angel numbers together, reading the same neutral moment without demanding that they predict our path. They simply work at different scales. Astrology unfolds over long astronomical cycles and vast arcs of time, while a repeating number acts as a single, immediate prompt for your day. This difference in scale allows them to complement rather than compete with each other, offering both the wide horizon and the step right in front of us. You can explore how these patterns align for you right now by drawing a personal reading from this exact moment, heavens and all, at sacrednumbers.live. The pairing of 2 and 0 in 2020 brings relationship and open potential into a single, balanced frame. Under this influence, we might look upward and notice how the timing of a single moment is captured in more than one way. Every single instant you look for a sign, a highly detailed astronomical map exists directly overhead. An exact rising sign ascends on the eastern horizon. Celestial bodies occupy specific houses, and a particular hour of the cosmos holds that stretch of day. The number you see on a clock or a receipt and the great wheel overhead simply share a single, precise timestamp. This is not a matter of stars forcing your hand, nor do numbers dictate your path. Instead, one brief second becomes legible in 2 beautiful, symbolic languages at the exact same time. What did the heavens look like during a moment you will always remember? There is a deep comfort in realizing how many patterns align around us without needing to control any of them. Hearing the cadence of 818 invites you to trace a momentum that is only just beginning its outward journey. A deliberate gesture sent out into the world does not disappear, but begins a long, outward arc. This is the tempo of the most distant celestial bodies, those massive spheres that take decades to complete a single circuit around their sun. Their movement through an astrological pattern is a slow register, reminding us that the middle of a cycle is often a vast, patient stretch of waiting. Here, the initial effort seems forgotten, suspended in the space between the launch and the eventual return. Eventually, the arc bends back, carrying the exact weight of what was originally given. This slow return is not a system of reward or punishment, but the natural closing of a loop where effort and result finally meet. By watching this long turn, you learn to steady your expectations across years rather than demanding answers in a single afternoon. Consider the horizon as the sun slips below the western rim, a moment encapsulated by the sequence 919. What sinks into the dark on one side of the earth is simultaneously clearing the way for a sunrise on the other. The number 9 represents completion, the wide view of a whole arc that has run its full course. Cradled between those two nines is the number 1, a single spark of initiation waiting in the open space. Map this sequence against your personal sky, and it highlights a natural turning point where an old chapter yields its ground. This is not a story of fated loss or sudden, painful ruptures. It is the dignified close of a long, heavy cycle that has simply finished its work. As the final line is written, the blank page beneath it begins to breathe. You stand at the hinge, watching the old light fade while the next beginning takes its very first step. A single brass lamp casts a warm circle of light across the desk, while the rest of the house rests in deep shadow. Outside, the roads are empty, and the daytime rush has faded to nothing. You sit in this pocket of safety, watching the steam rise from a cup as the world sleeps. This suspended moment belongs to 707, acting as the nocturnal hour of the mind. Here, the 7 represents the inner investigator, entirely at ease with solitude and the slow, deliberate work of understanding. The 0 in the middle does not limit this search. Instead, it opens the walls, offering a vast space of potential. Ancient keepers of time called this the contemplative stretch, a watch of the night meant for digesting what has passed rather than striving for what comes next. It is a dedicated pocket for looking inward, far removed from any call to isolate yourself or withdraw from the world permanently. The darkness outside simply frames the questions you are finally ready to ask yourself. Has a cloud of abstract worry lately pulled your focus away from the weight of your own feet on the floor? Have you been hovering in the anxious air of what-ifs, drifting far from the physical reality of your kitchen, your hands, and your immediate surroundings? What if the appearance of 666 is not a dark omen, but a gentle tether pulling you back to the earth? Could it be that your body, your home, and the ordinary tasks of your day are calling you back to tend them? In astrology, the number 6 belongs to Venus and the earthbound houses, marking the physical spaces we clean, decorate, and care for with our hands. When the mind spins into a frenzy of hypothetical scenarios, this pattern acts as a gravity well. It invites you to wash the dishes, water the plants, or simply rest your palm flat against a wooden tabletop. Rather than fearing a shadow, you can choose to inhabit your bones and find sanctuary in the concrete world. If aligning 3 identical digits on a screen has started to feel like a verdict on your afternoon, set the page down. A reflection asked to be a forecast has stopped being kind. The glance that seeks a sign and the glance that merely wanders are both free of debt. Neither way of reading demands your obedience, and neither asks you to prove you are worthy of what you see. Consider these as 2 languages for the single horizon, each doing the modest work of slowing your steps. They turn your eyes back to the floor beneath you, settling you exactly where you already stand. A simple alignment of digits and stars remains ready whenever you wish to pause. Neither one reads your future. If you want the number of this exact moment, its sky and all, it waits at sacrednumbers.live.